Hey everybody, this is Jim from Sketchy Past Shop, and I want to show you how today to take off a door off of a 2001 Chevy Silverado. Now, my understanding is that this will work for 99 through 2007, so I'm going to label it that way. This truck happens to be a 2001, and it works the same on the driver's side. It works the same on all the doors pretty much. This truck is a four-door truck, and so you've got to take off this little 10 millimeter dude here, this little 10 millimeter dude here, that locks the hinges together. And then this is the limiter, it keeps the door from swinging open too far. And you got to take that out. So those three bolts. And the whole thing is actually pinned. And so when you unbolt those, the door is not going to fall off. We're going to lift the door off the pins. And I'll show you a close-up of that in just a minute. The other thing you're going to need to do is you're going to have to disconnect your electricals, this job right here. So this has got your power for the windows, it's got the door locks, and it's got the speaker wire in there. So to do that, we're going to start by taking off the kick panel. You can see I already got it loose. And then there's this little dude right here. And that guy is, he's blue. Just flip that blue handle all the way around and it pushes the pin completely loose. So it completely takes that out. The next thing you need to do is you're going to need to remove the cover for the electrical. So just pull from the bottom and it just pulls out at the top. And there are two plugs in here. And I'm going to get a little closer. I'm going to reposition the camera and show you this up close. Okay, so this is a close-up now. I've removed that panel. And you're going to unplug these two plugs. So the black one and the white one. So the black one, you just squeeze the little trigger down here at the bottom and the whole thing will pull out. Same thing with the white one. You squeeze this little trigger down here, just pull that up tight, and then you got to kind of wiggle back and forth. And you can see this one's being a little more stubborn. There it goes. And now that is all the wiring that is going to go through that raceway there. So then we're going to use a screwdriver and just pop this guy loose. There we go. And do the same thing all the way around. And just pop that guy out. And I'll do that here in just a second. I'm just going to remove that top 10 millimeter bolt. This bottom one. Again, they're just hand tight. You can see I've already loosened them up in advance of this. And this guy's just, there we go. He's there. So now he's clear. And here's what I want to show you. If you look, you can see right here, that little pointy piece sticking out. That is the pin. There's one there. There's actually one inside of here. There's one, which is a little hard to see. You can just barely see it on this dark camera. Right there. And then there's one inside there as well. And so I'm just going to lift the door here in a moment and the whole thing will clear. So first, I'll do this off camera because I need two hands, but I'm going to pull this rubber doodad out. I'll just then work these wires through and they'll be clear. And then we'll be ready to lift the door and the whole thing will come right off. That was like a 30-second job, but you can see that I pulled that out. I just needed two hands to do it. I needed one hand to push this little tab in, and then the whole thing just popped right out. It's really easy. 30 seconds, pulled all that wiring out. And there's the black and the white. And there's the one with the blue tab that we undid the clip. And so now this door is ready to come off. So I'm just going to tuck these wires out of the way, and I'll back the camera up, and we will take this door off. So here's the deal. If you had a friend in the shop with you, two guys I think could lift this off. But for me, being here by myself, I put a jack under the door. I put a 4x along the bottom of the door just to spread the weight out a little bit. I don't want to mess up the bottom of the door with the head of the jack. So now I'll pull this back a little bit. And what you're going to see is I'm going to jack a few times. I'm going to check my action over here on the pins to see how I'm coming. And when it's close, I'll stop jacking. I'll just wiggle the door. It'll pop loose of the pins, and I'll just be able to lift the whole door clear. I'm going to move my light because, you know, I can't take the light with me. There we go. And let's give her a try. So we'll go just a light jack on the jack. Just give it a little bit. Give it a little wiggle here just to get those pins to start to release. Give a little more of a jacking action. Again, a little wiggle. And I don't know if you can see it on camera, but the pins are, of course, the pins stay in place, but the hinges will lift clear of the pins, and they're starting to lift. I'm just taking it really, really easy because I don't want to damage this door if I can help it. I want to resell this door. So you can see that the whole thing is rising up. And I'm actually losing my jack, so I'm going to reset that and we'll do it again. You know, I like to show those sort of things because I want you to see this is real life. You know, I'm not making this stuff up. I do a little bit of pre-work just to make sure that you guys don't spend all day watching me wrench. But, you know, so I disconnected those bolts, but you can see it's starting to come loose. So now a little bit of jack action and we should be cleared. There it comes, right there. Boy, we were so close. I'm going to use my foot because I want to try and hold the top of the door when this pops loose. There we go. And that's just it. It just slides right off. You can see how simple that is. It's clear. You can see it just lifts these little holes right off of the pins that are right there. And that's it. And then be a muscle man and lift the door clear. I'm going to hold it by the hinge, not on, by that. I don't want to hold it by that leveler. I'll probably, that limiter, I'll bend it. You can see, just lift it off and we are good to go.